Hello, everybody. We're back here with some more NBA. Alright, so we're going to skip till the Atlanta Hawks game here. Uh-oh. Look at this. Come on. Give me a good offer. Would enjoy a good offer. Isaiah Thomas and Marcus Thornton for Kevin Martin and Steve Nash. No. I don't think so. No. Look at that. Seemed like a crap trade. Hey T-Rock, I just thought I'd bring it up to your attention that it doesn't feel like we're pushing the guys hard enough at practice. They're all super rested and we're sacrificing our ability to improve in progress. Sure, I'll look at it. I just looked at this. Let's see here. Intensity. We'll put on high, I guess. Rest after back-to-back, yes. There. Alright. There. Great, it's saving. Alright, there we go. What's going on here? I have an updated scouting report with the newest information on the prospect we're looking at. Want to see it? Sure. I'll look at it. Randy Todd. Blake Chandler, Rodney Daniels, Dedrick Richmond, Taylor Allen. Whew. That is. Nice. They're all shooting guards. Alright. Pick prospects. We'll bring this Randy Todd in. Who else was on there? Blake Chandler. Let's bring this dude in too, Joey Duncan. Yes. Alright, here we go. Uh-oh. Now what's going on? Hey T-Rock, just checking in, and I thought I'd mention that you can change the prices of items sold in the concourse. If you're interested, check out the game pricing menu. I already did this before I started. Alright. Now what's going on? If I were to put a number on it, I'd say our chemistry is looking great at 83%. You could have us emphasize it less in our training while focusing more elsewhere. Yeah, sure. Adjust training. Alright, so where the heck is that? I guess it... what the freak? Yeah, most of it isn't on chemistry. Yeah. There we go. Head coach and players' morale's up. Yes. Is this the game? Alright. T-Rock, I'm sure you know about this already, but just wanted to remind you we have a game coming up against Kevin Durant, who's one of the league's absolute best small forwards. You should take a look at the game plan for the Hawks to make sure we handle him correctly. Yeah, sure. I'll look at it. Let's see here. I took Kid Gilchrist's minutes lower. I'm fine. Alright, here we go. Got Kevin Durant coming up. Oh boy.
The 2K Sports pregame show, presented by Sprite.
Hello again, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson. Welcome to 2K Sports. Glad to have you with us, and the legendary Shaquille O'Neal sitting alongside. Tonight, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks going up against the Denver Nuggets. well for Denver. These guys are playing good basketball with 7 wins in their last 10 games, and they like their chances tonight. Those Denver Nuggets can really crash the boards, Shaq. How do you control what they're able to do rebounding on both ends of the floor?
3 ways, Ernie. Number 1, you cannot take any mental breaks on defense. Number 2, never assume that your teammate is going to get the ball. You have to box out, go get the ball yourself. And number 3, you can definitely not leak out on this team. No way, no how. Don't even think about it.
We thank you for tuning in. For Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. We'll see you next time.
All right, let's get going. Let's do this. Let's try to do a good game against the Hawks.
Let's meet your Atlanta Hawks starting lineup.
All right,
Starting at...
It's a road game for the Nuggets, and they are facing an interconference matchup in today's game. We've got some terrific NBA action in store for you today. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr.
All right, here we go.
And, of course, the big news here, Ricky Rubio out with the injury.
Well, since the last game when we saw him leave with that injury, the news appears to have gone from bad to worse, guys, and that's terribly disheartening. The speed of that
Thornton. God dang
man,
it.
we're going to miss that, and he
No,
could be out a long
no!
time. Yeah.
Oh, Kevin Durant.
I was not anticipating that news. I love watching this guy play. So talented. So this is really a worst-case scenario for him and his team. Let's just hope that his rehab goes well and that he's back on the court before too long.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So on the floor for Denver, Brandon Wright is out there with Duncan. Then it's Thornton. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Thomas in at the 1 spot.
Come on.
Offensive rebound, Wright. And the bucket
Yes.
counts, and he's on his
There
way to
we
the
go.
free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
Come on, right?
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Brandon Wright, the former 8th overall pick back in 2007. For his career, Steve, a field goal percentage of around 60%.
Well, he's figured out his niche in the league. He wasn't
Oh,
sure what he
come
was
on,
when
hey,
he
bud.
arrived, but he's a backup big.
Yeah,
he's
that
a
way,
diver.
man.
He's an offensive rebound guy.
Run
He's
you
a
over.
catcher.
Yeah,
So, you know, not a
you freaking
one-on-one
left it.
scorer, but somebody who can play off of others very effectively.
Perkins is checked in for Roy Hibbert.
Yo.
They set the screen. Duncan in the
Oh, I
corner.
didn't. Oh.
Takes it from 10. And off
Yes.
the glass. That one's good.
Yeah, Tim. Getting that ball. Yes.
Here's Williams. Playing Brooklyn. He was nearly unstoppable. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Here's Johnson. And it's good from the elbow.
It was almost like he was surprised to be that wide open, yet he knocked it down.
The Nuggets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Thomas against Williams. Upside Thomas. And Wright kicks to Thomas. Just 4 to shoot. Pulls it from the elbow.
Nice.
Again, it's Denver.
You start hitting a few of those mid-range shots, and it can open up your whole game.
Atlanta with the ball. It's a 3-point game. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
It was an emphatic win for them, especially considering that it was on the road. No question, by the way, that it was their offense that carried them.
Steve, I love the way they attacked at every opportunity. They never were on their heels, and eventually that allowed them to pull away.
Here's Thomas following the bucket by the Hawks. Duncan with the screen for Thomas. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. Thomas got his first bucket of the night.
Really tough to get that shot off with the size differential there. It's not an individual matchup he's going to win every time, especially in the post.
Very well done. I didn't think he had any business operating down there with the big fellas.
Now here's the name. He's coming off a 13-point game against Brooklyn.
Yeah, he did
Come on.
some nice work on the boards
Nice.
too, Kevin. That was definitely a factor in that game as well.
And a chance now to go over to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Mike Budenholzer.
For them to be successful, Kevin, he said they have to act like,
No!
and I quote,
Dang
a
it,
swarm
man.
of angry bees every time the ball gets in the post. If they don't collapse on their post threats, he knows they're in for a long game. Guys,
Thanks again, Doris. Now here's Williams. Isaiah Thomas unable to get his last shot to go. Johnson goes in. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Durant with a wide open look. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Denver leading by 3. Thomas with the ball. 35 points for him last game against the Wizards in Washington. Outside for Thornton.
Might get that.
Here's Leonard. He feeds it to Thornton.
Ah!
By Durant.
Come on.
And here's the fast break. Durant leading the way, and that is good.
And the defense just lets him go there.
And once he hit the open floor, there was no looking back. Straight to the rack.
Thomas kicks to Leonard. Duncan with a screen on Durant. Leonard the pass to Duncan. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J. Duncan's got his second basket of the game.
You know, a lot of things changed in Denver, from a new coaching staff to personnel changes, injuries. But one thing stayed consistent. They were one of the best rebounding teams in the league.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Then it's checked in for Perkins. Early comes in for Nene. Xavier Henry, he's checked in for Johnson. And it's Farmar in for Mo Williams. Big group substitution here for Denver. Chris Anderson is checked in for Wright. Beasley comes in for Tim Duncan. Kid Gilchrist, he's checked in for Leonard. And Mike Miller subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. Denver, a very tough team to keep off the glass. Guys top 5 in the league in offensive rebound.
Well, they're so active up front, and no matter who's on the floor for them, you have to be looking out for where they are, because you know the shot goes up and it's like an avalanche coming at you on the offensive boards.
I'd read that. Yes.
And Anderson kicks to Miller. And
come on,
good.
mother freaker, it won't go in at all.
Leading this club to a lot of loose balls and rebounds here early on.
Love the work ethic they've come out of the locker room with.
Here's Kid Gilchrist.
Yeah.
Jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
You know, regardless of who starts the break, it seems like he's usually the one to finish it.
And that's because of how well he attacks the rim on the dead run.
Henry kicks to Early.
Dang it.
Passes to Farmer. Off the pick.
Blocked.
Here's Henry. Good. And Farmer gets the assist.
Man.
Henry's got his first 3 points of the game.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Back to Thornton. Connects on the 17-footer.
Textbook right there. Nice pass, great catch, beautiful finish.
The Hawks trail by 3. Now Farmar, averaging 8 points a game. Pass to Durant.
Oh, God. Wide open. Oh, he missed.
Henry.
Get that.
Pennant. Got it off in time, but it's no good.
Jeez.
And so that's the end of the first quarter. And offensively, pretty stagnant. Nuggets ahead. They're up by 3.
All right.
Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this.
Right? That was sort of sloppy.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And from what we've been watching, guys, with the Nuggets, what are you seeing out there?
Yeah, the defense has been terrific. They came out right from the beginning, alert and focused, and they've been really good at that end of the floor.
And I think Coach has to be pleased with the effort, Steve.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. Kyle O'Quinn out there with Michael Kidd Gilchrist. Then there's Anderson. Then it's Mike Miller. And it's Thomas in at the point guard. Scooped up. That's the bucket.
What's the rebounding? I made that a point of emphasis to do good at the rebounding, and there's no rebounding.
And back in.
Nope.
Roy Hibbert really an all-around contributor at the center position, an elite rim protector. He can pass, post up, and even knock a shot down from the high post. He really does a lot of things to help you win.
Of course.
And the Hawks with possession here.
There is.
Trailing by 4 and going against Denver, their first meeting of the season.
And you look back at a year ago, they played twice during the regular season, each side winning once.
And speaking of their season series last year, Steve, you might have had a problem telling which was the playoff team and which one wasn't.
Yeah, maybe it speaks a little bit to the strength of their respective conferences last season that they did split those games, Kevin.
The Atlanta making some changes. Perkins, he's checked in for Durant. Johnson comes in for Early, and it's Williams in for Jordan Farmar. Brandon Wright's checked in for Denver. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Mike Miller. Now here's Leonard. Coming off a solid outing against Washington. And there's a
nice
for the
shot.
Nuggets.
And he came off that
Kawhi
screen.
Leonard,
the defense
baby.
just couldn't get over the top. Beautiful play.
Yep, and without a hand in his face, he's going to bury those.
Here's Henry. Screened by Perkins. Joe Johnston on the wing. The good-looking shot from the wing.
Drops himself.
Here in
1-2.
the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Denver in the lead. They set the pick. In the corner, it's Kid Gilchrist. Right side, Kid Gilchrist.
Come on. Yeah.
Basket, booking. Kid Gilchrist has got the lead up to 4 now for the Nuggets.
He's not their first option, but not a bad fallback either.
Williams dishes to Henry. Back to Williams. Just his
Come on.
first attempt.
Miss.
And again, it's
Dang.
Atlanta.
The offense has a better flow, and it actually looks better here in the second quarter.
Yeah, they've steadied themselves a little bit, trying to close this gap.
And what hot hands have been coming from the ranks of the small forwards this past month. A look at the leading shooting percentages for those players. Kevin Durant is second. In the third spot, Kawhi Leonard.
And that tells you about those players' ability to slash through the defense and get to the hoop effectively, because you have to be getting a lot of layups
freak.
to have that kind of shooting percentage.
But you also have to have an excellent outside shot, and all of them do it. Small forward, you have to be reliable from the perimeter as well. Last season, there were a handful of teams jockeying for that final playoff spot.
Oh,
in the
come
East, and the
on,
Hawks were
man.
Right there in the middle of it,
Seriously?
and ended up snagging the 8th seed, and then scared the Pacers.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kevin, the Atlanta Hawks, a team that looks to spread the floor with shooting. Coach Mike Budenholzer said, we don't want to just be a three-point shooting team. We want to get to the rim first. By creating that space, we give our guards and our bigs a chance to attack. If the paint is taken away,
Nice.
we'll look for
Kawhi
our
Leonard,
shooters.
baby.
Good strategy, Kevin.
Coach Bud coming from San Antonio, Doris. The Hawks trying to create that same kind of spacing. Here's Williams. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Perkins, the pass to Williams. He dishes it to Johnson. Again, the Hawks good for 2. Nuggets have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Thomas kicks to Leonard. Wright sets a screen for Leonard. Right side. From 13, rebound Atlanta.
Dang it.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Here's Johnson. Here's Hibbert. And that misses.
Nice.
That would have put him up. Denver's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Outside Thomas. Lets it go with a 3. That drops.
Oh, that was a good 3.
Thomas got 5.
Didn't really want him to
I
do
like
that.
the offensive
but it was a good
awareness to
shot
exploit that lack
nonetheless.
of coverage on that play.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
A lot of questions to ask about Denver after last season. Really, it's hard to get a read on how
What the
good
heck
this
happened
team
to
is
Kevin
and
Durant?
can be.
And the Hawks making a change here. Nene is
After a
checked
while.
in. And then for Denver, Tim Duncan, he's checked in for Wright. Beasley comes in for Kyle O'Quinn. And it's Thornton in for Kid Gilchrist. Now here's Williams, averaging 10 points per contest. Henry dishes to Nene. Nene left side.
Nice.
No good. The Nuggets leading by 3. Leonard attacking. It's stolen
Oh,
by
come
Johnson.
on.
Leonard
Oh,
with
we
the
got it
steal.
back. Nice. There you go.
Duncan kicks to Thomas. 1:33 left to play in the first half. Williams against Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. And the
Nice.
basket good. And now a 5-point Denver lead.
You know, as you said, with where the Nuggets are as a team, certainly not as good as they were in 2013, but it's hard to say they were as bad as their record last year in 2014. I thought that team is better than it showed. Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Well, their energy is lacking. they've got to start playing harder and battle down in the paint.
Now, here's Thomas. He's got 5. 46 seconds left now here in the second. Duncan with a screen on Williams. Thomas passes to Duncan.
Oh,
Hits the
come
front
on,
of the rim
Tim.
and out. And Steve, for the Nuggets, the truth lies somewhere in between what you said, I would think.
I would agree with that. Lucky for them, they aren't locked into any lengthy contracts, so they have a window of this year and maybe next to decide where to take this ship.
Now here's Williams after the miss from Tim Duncan. And Williams, here we go. The shot no
Wow.
You know, not only is the game neck and tight, but the rebounding battle is too. Extremely close on the boards.
Yeah, both teams have really put in a terrific effort down low.
good. That is
Nice.
good. Thornton's got the lead up to 5 now for the Nuggets. From midcourt.
Oh, you better not go in.
Second quarter ends in a tight one. Nuggets lead by 5. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Kevin, obviously a very close.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. The Hawks trail by 5. Mo Williams out there with Johnson. Then there's Nene. Then it's Roy Hibbert. And it's Durant. And it's small forward. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half.
Well, Nene is a player who can help you score in a number of ways. Solid jump shooter from the high post. He's also a high-efficiency finisher around the rim. And he can throw down some ferocious dunks.
Now here's Leonard. 6 to shoot. And stolen by Hibbert. 3 on 3. Williams against Leonard. Now here's Durant. He's tightly guarded. Shot clock at 6. From the high post, he drills
God
it.
dang it.
Durant's got 6. And Nene, a capable scorer on the low block.
Yeah, and you can run your offense through him down there because he can get scores, he can force double teams. He's a pretty good passer from the post as well. Those are nice attributes when you're throwing it down inside.
Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Nice work by Duncan to lay into that defender.
Now here's Durant. He's got 6. Johnson outside. The 15-footer, and he hits the jump shot.
Joe Johnson, Kevin
points for
Durant
him.
killing me.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
That was a game in hostile territory, too, guys. And it seemed like they had confidence right from the beginning, unbothered by being on the road.
And, you know, their shots were falling. From the top to the bottom of that lineup, their guys were heated up.
Thomas, that's good.
Boom.
Thomas got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant, the league MVP last season, and that was certainly a goal of his. He said he wanted to be the greatest player in the world, that he'd do everything in his power to achieve
Kevin
exactly that.
Durant.
Now all that remains is
thinks.
winning a title. He knows that's an elite fraternity, the players who've won titles and league MVP. Can he do it, Kevin?
And he knows it takes a team to win it all, Doris. Thanks. Here's Duncan. Kevin Durant picking up that last basket. Shoots a fader. Duncan misses. Hawks have gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the 3rd quarter.
Not-
Durant with another
Yes.
miss.
There we go.
Finally a miss, but still 4 for 5 shooting to start this 3rd quarter.
And for Durant, he said Clark
Nice.
wants to crack that 50 greatest list when it's all said and done.
Kevin Durant has already done that in my mind, but he has a chance to be in that top 10 conversation if he maintains his level of play and consistency. Championships are important, and he knows that, but he's on that list already for me.
That's high praise.
Yeah.
The Atlanta making some changes. Bennett's checked in for Nene. Early comes in for Joe Johnson.
Yes.
And it's Farmar in for Mo Williams. Denver also making some changes. Anderson, he's checked in for Duncan. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist comes in for Leonard. And Mike Miller subbed in for Thomas. Nobody near Kidd-Gilchrist.
Nice.
And again, Denver with the triple.
These
a
defenders
little
had
bit
better
worried
start
about
closing
that.
out on those shooters.
Kid
Yeah, that's
Gilchrist
twice in a
not
row
very
now
good at
where
the
they've done
threes, but
exactly
maybe
the
that one.
opposite and backed off.
Here's Farmar. Inside, here's Bennett. And there's the whistle.
Oh, wow.
Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Anthony Bennett had one of the most dismal rookie seasons ever for a #1 overall pick. Really didn't come into camp in great shape. He had shoulder surgery, also had an asthma issue. So he's got to get himself in better condition as he furthers his career.
You know, Anthony Bennett apparently suffers from asthma and sleep apnea. That might have contributed. As a matter of fact, I'm sure that probably had to contribute to his struggles adjusting to the speed and the demands of the NBA game. Even at UNLV, one criticism was that his motor didn't always run at full throttle, and you can't be ramped up if you haven't slept up.
Now here's Wright. He has 5. They set the pick. Miller with a wide open look.
Nice.
Denver scoring again.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
And for Bennett, the expectation, Steve, of course, of being the #1 overall pick will continue to weigh heavily on him. Not only now, but throughout his career, even amidst a weak draft class. That focus and attention can cut both ways.
Yeah, Kevin, I think his inconsistent body language
What?
suggested that mentally the pressure was getting
Oh,
to
my
him.
God.
Hopefully he can
No!
find a way to get his game back on track.
Dang it.
Shot is good, and the Nugget lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Hibbert. For Denver, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency.
I missed that one.
Here's Thornton. Right now averaging 11 points a game. On the wing, Miller. Down low, here's Anderson. Banked in off the
Nice.
glass. Anderson's got the lead up to 7 now for the Nuggets.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They need more energy in the post, maybe some double teaming. They've got to get their defense in gear.
Here's Farmar. Hibbert with a screen on Kidd-Gilchrist. Blocked.
Go, go, go.
And here we go. Fast break. Kidd-Gilchrist has got it. And so he draws the foul on the shot on trip to the line to shoot 2.
Well, if any team had the opportunity or the excuse to pack it in and call it a year, it was the Atlanta Hawks. I mean, they lost their star player for the season, but
Nice.
still found a
Yeah,
way
Brandon,
to fight
right.
through
Awesome.
and make it into the playoffs in a very tough division.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Kendrick Perkins. He's checked in for Hibbert. And it's Henry in for Bennett. Here's Farmar. Pass to Durant. No good off the back of the
Nice.
rim.
Go, 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 go.
And realistically, guys, the Hawks never were going to do anything in the East as the Pacers and Heat were the class of the conference. But Steve, they established a winning environment in a year when they really could just, just glide it on by.
Yeah, and they gave Indiana all they could handle in that first round, too, Kevin. I think it's important to establish the style of play, which Mike Budenholzer did, and now you build off that, and you continue to grow as an organization.
So it's Denver now. After the basket by Atlanta, 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Miller dishes to Thornton. Back to Miller. Anderson kicks to Thornton. That's good.
There he is.
Thornton's
Nice.
got 6.
I don't know who was supposed to be on him there, but clearly a mistake by the defense.
Now Henry. He's got 7. Puts it up from 12.
Oh, I missed.
Crowd hit.
Nice.
Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams
Good.
putting up points. Denver on top, up 9. 2K Sports, back in a moment here. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
I was hoping we'd get a chance to see this one again. Thank you, Lonnie, and the truck for showing it. But it's passing like this that makes the basketball purists happy. This is the beauty of the game right here.
So on the floor for Denver, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Beasley. Then it's Thomas. Then there's Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And it's Duncan in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Dang.
Thomas against Williams. Got a piece of it. Left side, Kidd-Gilchrist. The shot is good off the backboard. And the Nuggets lead by 9. The Hawks shooting well. They're at 45%. Williams kicks to Durant. Shoots from 14, and he drops that one in.
I wasn't so sure he could get it turned around after that poor first half, but he's got it rolling here a little bit in the second.
Outside Thomas. There's the dish to Kidd-Gilchrist. 6 to shoot. Back to Thomas. From deep.
Oh, that almost made it.
Well, the defense recognized how dangerous he is out there and got right up on him. Didn't give him any space.
Williams with the ball. Picked up by Kidd-Gilchrist. Perkins, the pass to Durant. Kicks it to Johnson. Back to Durant. Shoots from 8. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
Kevin Durant.
Big basket there. You can expect him to be very involved and aggressive the rest of the way.
Denver calls timeout.
Nene, I think, an underrated defensive player. Not a big shot blocker, but he has tremendous size and strength, and he can move laterally. So he can really move and cover the pick and roll and switch on to guards, an effective defender.
The Hawks making a switch here. Hibbert's checked in, and Denver also making a switch. O'Quinn's checked in. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hi, guys. Over that break, I was able to catch the message Brian Shaw was giving to his team. He told his team to keep looking for three-point opportunities, saying their perimeter defense isn't doing a good job getting out on our shooters. So let's keep firing away until they decide to guard us.
White, he's checked in for Denver.
And Nene, for his size and agility, at times somewhat disappointing in terms of rebounding the ball. Throughout his career, actually. And his rebound rate has fallen steadily over the last 3 years. Maybe injuries a factor in that, but they do need more from him on the glass.
Leonard. And it's
Kawhi Leonard missed it.
Hibbert's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
No.
Williams attacking. Durant with a wide open look. Durant with another miss.
Good.
Looked like an easy 2 points right there.
You know he's kicking himself for that miss.
You talk about the subtle decline for Nene is scoring efficiency, Steve, also taking a turn for the worse over the last couple seasons.
Yeah, still in his early 30s. You know, age shouldn't be that big a factor for a big man, but I guess it's the accumulation of all those injuries, including his knee sprain last season, that may be taking their toll.
Get that.
Out of bounds.
Yes.
Denver takes possession. And the Nuggets making a change here. Thornton's checked in. The Nuggets leading by 6. And here is Thomas. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. And we're about 3 minutes into the 4th quarter. Williams, that's good.
Boy, he can be a matchup nightmare inside the paint.
Denver's gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Screen by Duncan. And Thomas, here we go. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Thomas got 10 points here in the second half. The Hawks trail by 8. Outside Williams. Here's Durant. And the shot is good. Durant's got 8 here in the quarter.
Again?
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Yeah, you look at the numbers, 10 of the last 12 points have come from close range, so I agree.
Duncan dishes to top. Taken away by Williams.
Dang it.
Pushing it up. Here's Johnson. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Now just a 4-point Nugget lead.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
Here's Duncan.
No, Kevin. Man.
He's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Joe Johnson again. And now just a 2-point Nugget lead.
And it feels like the energy has just picked up big time here. Both teams are now feeding off each other's intensity.
I don't know what was said in the locker rooms at halftime, Steve, but it's obvious both sides have responded well.
Got a piece of it.
Oh, come on, Ted Duncan.
Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Durant wide open. He fires.
Oh, my God.
Excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
Well, they continue to find the open man and play unselfishly. This is true team basketball we're seeing.
Leonard against Durant. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Leonard having a good one. He's got 8 points. And he's
Oh,
also
my
got 1
God.
to add to the mix today.
Yeah, it's just a small part of what's been a solid overall contribution by him defensively.
Even with the miss, he got the big one there to put him in front.
Atlanta calls timeout. They're losing by 1. 107 left to play here in the 4th. 102 left here in the 4th quarter. Williams attacking. Johnson outside. Back to Williams. Durant kicks to Hibbert. Clock at 6. And the go-ahead bucket.
Yes.
No good. Nuggets have gone 3 of 8 here in the 4th quarter. Outside Thomas. 35 seconds left in the 4th quarter.
Nice.
That is a clutch shot if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, very gutsy there. What more can you say? He got it done at the best time.
Outside Williams. Here's Durant. Money! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
And just look at what Durant is doing. My goodness.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, you can't let them pound the ball and just milk those precious seconds away.
No other option here
Come
but to foul and hope for a few misses at the line.
Oh, my God. Come on.
Really wanted that one. Atlanta calls timeout. They trail by 2. There's 18 seconds left in the game. Atlanta's shooting it brilliantly here lately. 60% from the field.
Yeah, he got whacked. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
God dang.
that
Of
was
course,
as
it's Kevin
straightforward as it
Durant
gets,
shooting
guys.
it.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the gap to 1. Durant hits them both.
In a crucial spot, he is always so solid at the line. He rarely wastes those opportunities.
10 seconds left in the 4th quarter.
Come on.
Here's Williams. Oh, and a chance to win the game, but the last time expires. And we're well, if you're just joining us, the intensity has really heated up in this one. As we watch this one go now to overtime. Tip-off goes to Denver. And so they have the first opportunity on offense right here as we begin overtime. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. So on the floor for Denver, we've got Kawhi Leonard. Duncan is out there with Brandon Wright. Then it's Thomas, and it's Thornton in at the 2 spot.
And the defense fouling there to prevent that layup, forcing 2 free throws here.
Nice job that time of attacking the paint and drawing the contact. They'll take that.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hi, guys. I had a chance to find out what Mike Budenholzer was discussing with his guys. He said their plan was run their offense through Kevin Durant. Coach would like to see him utilized in the offense as much as possible.
Yes.
We can expect to see them going to him constantly. Something else he mentioned is that he's giving them the green light on offense. He wants to see a high volume of shots. Guys, I'll bet those adjustments come as a bit of a surprise as they've waited until the overtime to make them. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. And he gets it to go. Durant's got 24.
And his stroke has been dead on. Inside, outside, wherever. The shot's just falling for him.
Thomas passes to Thornton. Wright sets a screen for Thornton. And he gets it to go.
There we go.
And the Nuggets lead by 3.
Unbelievable basket. What a huge height disadvantage. I thought for sure it would be blocked.
Not this fella, Steve. Not at this stage of the game. He was going to get to the rim no matter who was standing in the way.
That doesn't go either for Durant.
There you go.
Major defensive lapse right there. And he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
I couldn't
now
move
by
the button.
Durant. And Thornton kicks to Thomas.
What?
That three off the mark.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
Nice.
Not enough defensive coverage there to prevent him from firing that time, but yeah, I think if he's open, he's got to let that thing fly.
Thornton against Perkins. Wright with a screen on Perkins. Thornton dishes to Wright. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. And so he draws the foul on the shot and trip to the line to shoot 2. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And the second of 2 is good. That gives them a 4-point cushion. Overtime in full swing here. 2 minutes off the clock. Outside Williams. Durant with a wide open look. It falls! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
You're going to be waiting a long time if you're waiting for him to miss that when he's that open.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, you got the lead. Burn some clock here.
Smart move.
Yep.
Thornton against Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Thornton passes to Leonard. Puts it up.
Ah, great.
And here we go. Hawks running again. Here's Durant. Right side Durant. Johnson kicks to Durant. Dishes to Nene. It's Durant with the drive. Oh, and this is the dunk.
Way back hasn't been easy, but they managed to climb all the way out of the hole and tie this game.
I have to say, pretty remarkable, Steve. At one point, I thought they were done.
And what an exciting game here with 3 minutes played so far in overtime. Here's Duncan. It falls!
Nice!
Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. What's your take, guys?
This is going to be a tough situation. They've got just enough time to catch and shoot.
Durant for 3. Oh, that shot at a chance.
Ooh.
No good.
Right,
So
yeah.
it's the Nuggets taking the W in a close one. You know, Clark, they couldn't put them away in regulation, but after a superb performance in overtime, they managed to get the job done.
Yeah, just an amazing game, but they pulled away at the end.
And now let's...
Well, Tim, in a game like tonight's, it comes down to such a narrow margin of victory. Are these types of games...
Yeah. Well, Tim Duncan helped me win that one. Well, let's see here. Of course, Kevin Durant shot most of their shots. Let's see here. Had pretty good shooting here. Kid Gilchrist actually did pretty good here. Alright. Well, Tim Duncan did the worst, looks like, but he did get that final basket for me. Alright, close victory. Jeez.